Hey guys, I am back, and well, this is the biggest damn Kizer box I have ever seen in my life, and it has got some heft to it, and it is awesome, and it is freshly here, arrived from Massdrop, or Drop as they're going by now, I guess. So I'm pretty excited about this though. This is the Salient. It is just a big, huge piece of 1095 steel with what looks like really nicely done G10 handles. I saw this, I had to get it, I had to check it out. Before we open it, I want to tell you about Massdrop. If you don't know about Massdrop, Massdrop is an awesome website. They have so many categories, so much stuff. And here's the deal. In the video description, you're going to see a referral link. If you are not already, and I know a bunch of you have already used Massdrop, and I have not heard a bad thing about it yet. If you are not already signed up with Massdrop, use that referral link. Buy yourself something. You'll get a good deal on whatever it is. You'll save yourself. Well, you won't save yourself. You will save yourself money. But what you will get using that link, you will get yourself a $10 credit when your first order is delivered. And I, for this channel, will get a $10 credit once your first order is delivered. My promise that I have followed through with every time is any item I buy using that Massdrop referral will automatically be a giveaway item. And I don't care if it's $100 I spend and I only save $10. You know, I save $2 with the referral credit. Anything that I buy with a referral credit at all, I save myself a little bit of money, but I can put it on the channel, will become a giveaway item. And there's a handful of items in the last giveaway that were there, because I got it with referral credit. So I'll talk about it again at the end of the video, but let's get into this box because I'm thrilled. Now, I have seen some Kizer fixed blades before. We don't have to talk about how good a name Kizer is in the knife world. I love the Little River Bowie. It's a great knife. I don't have one, but I've held one. This one though, this is like, to me, wow. Oh my gosh. All right, are you gonna stay here? No? All right, be a dick about it. Holy, this is like, to me, this is the Crocodile Dundee knife of Kizer. This is the, now that's a knife, of all, oh my gosh. This feels so good. The cost of these G10 slabs alone. Now again, you might not, G10's not a cheap material to buy, to work with. The price has gone up a lot since I first started doing knives. And the slabs that you would have to buy, just to make these scales would be a good amount right there. Wow, look at that guy. It's a monster. So it looks like definitely a powder coating on the blade, which I'm not thrilled with. I don't like that texture there, but it's nice. I mean, it gives it a little bit of a grip. That jimping is perfectly placed for where your hand goes. Not a lot of chance to choke up on this so much, so it's right where it needs to be. But man, the balance on this thing, let's see, can I do a one? Yeah, there's a one finger balance right there. Man, oh wow, man, how many times have I said that? This just feels like I want to go in the woods and just chop down a tree with it. I guess if you want to reverse grip it, you can. I don't know why you'd really want to do that, but it lends to it pretty well. The contouring is really nice, almost as good as the AD10. I don't think anything is going to feel as good as that Cold Steel AD10, but wow, the grip on this feels great, especially with the big hands. I'm not sure how it would feel with little hands, but such a natural, the contouring and everything on it just has such a natural good feel. This has the feel of a knife, and looking on it top down, if you look at, because it's full tang of course, you look at the spine here on the handle, and you see how thick that steel is, and then you look, it's the same thickness obviously, but all of the sculpting on the blade kind of betrays that and gives you a false impression of how thick that steel really is. This is a hell of a knife. So I had said earlier, 1095 carbon steel, which is a very good steel for a fixed blade survival knife. Not the best, but very good. I just want to put it there so you can get a good image of it. That is a big ass knife. I want to do some actual chopping with it, so I want to get this done early. Gorgeous, gorgeous blade finishing. wow, I didn't even feel it move through the cord at all. Like I didn't, barely moves. It has such a heavy follow through the chop that it actually is into the wood. This is a knife made to get tasks done. And you know, wow. Edge is amazing. No fatigue on your hands. It feels like nothing. I mean, it's in there. Look at that. That was like not even a very powerful. Wow. It just wants to follow through. The weight and balance is awesome. It really, really is. It makes pretty short work of all this stuff. I mean, the finish is dirty, but finish hasn't been scratched at all. And that's left-handed. It just goes right in there. Yeah, we'll just split that right in half. Why not? Awesome. Awesome knife. It's hard to describe how good the weight and balance on this is. It's got kind of a weight backwards a little bit when you just want to hold it there, but as you rotate the weight forwards, it goes. It just wants to go to give you that chopping power. Now, if we wanted to do some fine work here, making our little curly cues for whatever we need to. Could light that on fire pretty easily. That blade just feels awesome, and we haven't done much with it yet, but I'm just curious. Yeah, cool. We haven't even, I got so excited to use it, I didn't even finish unpacking. I think under here we've got the sheath and everything, yeah. So your standard Kizer and a little, atypical do not eat. You've got your Kizer cleaning cloth and OD green. Now, this comes in a brown G10 handle, sorry, or the OD green. I think you get an OD green Kydex sheath either way. So you can unmount this and carry it in all sorts of ways. I'm not going to do that right now, but very nicely done. There's no wiggle on this. I was just complaining on the Ravencrest knife about the wiggle. And I said there are Kydex sheaths that don't have a wiggle in it. Here's one of them. It holds it in there secure and lets you draw it. So Kydex can be done right. You have to really force the wiggle if you want it. But really nice packaging on there too. Awesome. Awesome. Not gonna fall out. Holds very securely. Really like this knife. Really, really do. This is the first fixed blade from Kizer that I own. I have some folders. I've like I said, I've messed with a couple of the fixed blades, but this is the first one I bought, and the deal on Massdrop was really good. These things are listed MSRP at about $166. They're on Blade HQ and a couple other places at $116. Massdrop was $60. And then I found it on Amazon for a bit more than that. This is going on the Amazon influencer page, of course. It's going on Video Reviewed Knives. It might even go on Favorite Fixed Blades. I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit more, but you can look for it on either one and see if it ends up on Favorite Fixed Blades, you know it. Something I really, really like. But I got a really good deal through the Massdrop, or the drop. I'm gonna have to get used to calling it drop deal. I don't know why they changed their name. And that's one of the things I really like about Drop. One of the other things about Drop is that sometimes they just have a flat out, this is the deal, this is the price. Sometimes they have it to where the more people that buy in, the lower the price goes. You know, like kind of a group buying advantage. I haven't seen that in a little bit actually, but it's really nice when that happens, because then, you know, you buy in and you can actually even say, listen, if the price gets to this point, I'm in. And they'll keep a running tally and then finally say, okay, you know, you reached the point, the price point you were looking for, we're processing your order now. But anyway, this just feels so good in your hand. I can't describe it. It has such a good feel. Really nice sharp tip up there. I would love this in a Cerakote finish, and of course I'm already thinking about taking it to the shop and just blasting this powder coat off and giving it just a nice smooth Cerakote, but maybe I'll get a second one and do that with this one. I don't know, when I finish the move and you guys see what my new backyard looks like, I'm going to be living basically in the wilderness, in the woods. It's going to be amazing. And I really want to do a follow-up, more of a hard use kind of video with this guy. But this is awesome. I am thoroughly pleased with my purchase here. Comfortable to use. I'm trying to find like what would be a hot spot here. Really don't have any except maybe right up there, but it's damn comfortable. Damn comfortable. It is a lot of weight to have riding on your hip all day if you're out and about adventuring, but you know, a lot of these larger knives are. So I, you know, definitely in the I like it pile for sure. But as for the actual ratings, we got to do ratings. Well, let's take it from the beginning. So number 1, originality, departure from previous designs. I'm going to give it a 4. It doesn't look like anything that Kizer's ever come up with before. Handle, a little bit representative of some other ones, but the blade, ooh, I think I just got myself, but the blade is very unique to Kizer anyway. It does look a little bit like some other heavy use knives from some other companies out there, but it definitely stands alone in its design. So it'll get a 4. Fit and finish, of course, beautiful, Kizer quality. We'll give it a 5 all the way around there. Made wonderfully and beautifully, no question. Function and mechanics, you know, with a fixed blade, this can be a little bit confusing, like how do we measure function and mechanics? So what we're really looking for is, in this case, how does it function with its sheath and everything, and absolutely perfect. So we're going to give it a 5 between the functionality of the able to change your carry around, and it fits in there snug as a bug and works great. It'll get a 5. Practicality and utility, I'll give it a 4. While it is an awesome knife to carry around, it is a bit big. Okay, can be unwieldy in some situations depending on what you like to do. A lot of guys like to carry a big fixed blade for, you know, EDC type work. I think it is a little bit big for your standard EDC, if that's your choice. I mean, but I think you should know that going into it. But anyway, yeah. So it's going to get a 4, not a 5, but still a great knife, like I said. Production out of the box standards has to get a 5. Has to get a 5. Great blade. Comfort and feel, going to get a 4.5. Doesn't quite match up to the AD10. The AD10 is now the gold standard as far as I'm concerned of comfort and feel. Almost there, not quite, but damn close. Cool factor, I'm going to give it a 4. The blade is, I mean, this blade is all business. I love the handle shape, looks great, feels great. It sure is, I mean, it's a cool knife, but I think they definitely went for, you know, function, and that's awesome. That's what I want. So it, you know, it is cool. I think it could go, you know, a little farther in terms of cool factor, but that's not what they were going for anyway. Quality of materials, going to take a little dip here, because while 1095 is a fine steel for a survival knife, for a fixed blade knife, there are a lot of other ones that, you know, up the scale a little bit. But 3.5 is nothing to sneer at here, not at all. This G10 is, you know, a really good quality G10. You can see it's machined well. The Kydex is a really good quality of Kydex and everything. You can tell it's not skimpy or crappy or anything like that. So the quality of materials involved all the way around is pretty good, but there's plenty of room to go up on that blade steel. But again, 1095 is still pretty good, you know, as steels go for this kind of knife. Right, so as for value of ownership and collectability, well, it is a Kizer, right? So that's got some value right there. But production knife, I feel personally that their high-end folders have a higher value of ownership, than this or their Vanguard line or something like that. I think this is worth owning. I mean, especially if you're going to use it, but I don't think that it's going to have the same resale, trade, collectability level as their high-end folders are. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. A little bit above average, but I definitely think that if you're into the situations where you would need a good, dependable knife by your side, though, I think it's worth having, definitely. And the value to price ratio overall, well, this can vary because you'll find it listed for different prices in different places. But I think overall you're looking at a 4. I think Kizer makes a very good knife. I think that for the price that I'm going to have it, that I found it for on Amazon, and that's what I'm referencing it to, absolutely, definitely worth, the cost of it. I think that, because you might find it a little bit lower somewhere, not giving it a 5. I think that now and then, on Massdrop, for example, there'll be a chance to get it for a little bit less, but for the average price of what you'll find it, I think it's a good deal. I do. The Amazon listing that I found, that I put in my Amazon influencer page, is cheaper by quite a bit than what you'll find at Blade HQ or some of the other online retailers that I found. Just FYI. So the overall score, the total, is 42.5. Not bad. And that means that its overall average score, its final score, is a 4.25. Respectable score. Very respectable score. Very good score, actually. Haven't given a lot of scores higher than that so far. So as fixed blade goes, I don't think that my favorite fixed blade ever, my Ontario 499, would actually get as high a score, even though it is my favorite, historically speaking, fixed blade knife. It's pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Man, it just feels so good in your hand. Wow. A fixed blade folder combo of this and the AD10 would be the best feeling knives ever, I think. So again, Massdrop, awesome. Check it out. Use the referral link if you haven't. And definitely, check out all the different categories that you're interested in. I check literally every day because every day they'll put something new up there. And if you missed out on something that you want, you can always hit that request button and they'll send you an email when it comes back in stock. You might not always save a ton of money, but you save money, like all the time. You at least save some money. So it's pretty cool. And a lot of times, free shipping as well. Definitely worth looking into Massdrop. Plus, it's free to join, But absolutely, if you haven't used that link yet, use that link. And if you've used that link and you haven't bought something yet, buy yourself something. And everybody wins. So what do you guys think of the Salient? I think it's probably one of the, besides like machetes and stuff, it's one of the biggest, hardest use fixed blades I think that Kizer's come out with so far. And Kizer is just one hell of a knife company. Really, really good. So I think it's awesome. So don't forget the live stream Q&A, Wednesday the 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be archived and will be available to watch for those of you who can't watch it live. But if you have a question, you can always send it to QuestionsForDocP@gmail.com, and I will read them out as we go through the live Q&A. So you'll get a chance, even if you can't be there live, to ask whatever questions and get them answered. We'll have a good old time. All right, guys, as always, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.